We're fairly certain we're going to see a GTA 6 release date coming soon. We've been reading between the lines like a crazy ex-love interest and stalking Rockstar Games on social media, you know, like any normal person does these days. And we're so sure, like maybe 92% sure that we're going to see an announcement coming soon. So if you weren't aware, over on our website, gfinityesports.com, we've been following the breadcrumbs that Rockstar Games have been leaving for us when it comes to GTA 6. So here's all the information we have so far. Back in July, there were leaks from a Reddit user claiming that GTA 6 has been in development since 2012, but wasn't in the production line until 2015. This new game was suggested to be set across Vice City, Liberty City, and somewhere in Rio de Janeiro. It was claimed this source came from someone in Kotaku, but was later debunked. And so a month after that, Rockstar Leeds put out a job advertisement looking for an environment artist, but it didn't say what game that person would be working on. Now, Rockstar Leeds have been no stranger to helping develop GTA titles in the past. The job description listed for someone who would be creating and texturing environment assets for the biggest and best open world environments in the industry. Now, naturally, you would assume that's Grand Theft Auto that they're talking about, but it could be a number of different Rockstar games in development or that have already been released. We know that Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming to PC later on this month. It's also worth mentioning that within the job posting, it mentions that the applicant will be joining their team to create next-generation worlds. So for me, that must mean they're working on something with the PlayStation 5 or Project Scarlet. And finally, Rockstar North have removed their Red Dead Redemption 2 banner that sits at the front of their office, potentially meaning they're gearing up for an announcement of their next biggest game. But what does this mean for Grand Theft Auto 6? For me, I think it's still a bit raw with all of the next generation console information. We've only just been given a full insight to the PlayStation 5. We don't even have much information about Project Scarlet yet. So I think it's a bit too soon for them to be playing with the new consoles and potentially releasing it shortly after the actual console's release, which is due at the end of 2020. For me, I think it makes more sense to wait until these consoles drop in price and more people actually own them so that they can reap the benefits of these new consoles and the customers available to them, especially when you consider that these consoles will launch with some exclusives such as Halo Infinite on the Project Scarlet, and Microsoft will be pushing that heavily with a massive budget, potentially neglecting Grand Theft Auto 6. It's also hard to ignore the fact that Grand Theft Auto Online is still a booming success and a great revenue stream for Rockstar Games, so it'd be very, very naive of them to move away from that and rush into a new game. Well, that's all the information I have for you today. Make sure you keep up to date with what's going on with GTA 6 on our website, gfinityesports.com. And in the comments down below, let us know when you think GTA 6 is going to arrive.